Hey, what's up, everyone? EmuELEC 4.8 has been released, and I'm going to show you how to set up Midi on the X68000 core and the ScummVM core. First things first, the X68000, great system, a lot of good arcade hits. These are my recommended settings, and this is the easiest way to get everything up and running. Go ahead and go into your actual system where all your games are listed, and then press the select button, not the select button, I'm sorry, your hotkey button, and then go to Advanced System Options, and then go down to where it says RetroArch Midi. I select MT32 because only certain games require timidity. All right, go ahead and launch your game, and there's some configuration settings you want to set first before your games are ready to play. So go ahead and go into the RetroArch menu by pressing your hotkey and then Y, and then go into Core Options, System. For your font size, set it to large. For your CPU speed, set it to 16 megahertz, and your RAM size to 12. Then go into Audio and go to MIDI output type. For general MIDI, you're going to use LA. For anything that requires sound canvas, you're going to use GS. I'll show you an example of a game that requires sound canvas, and I'll show you how to set that up next. All right, after that, go down to advanced settings, put it on no wait mode, adjust frame rates on, audio DC CAC on, and frame skip equals full frame. If you have problems and you have stutters or anything like that, go ahead and do the adjust frame rates, turn that off, and then the frame skips set it to half frame. That will be required on some older systems. After you do that, you can just go ahead and go back, exit back into the game and then exit out. That'll save it for all the games that are in there. So everything's set up for MIDI support now. Now, before I let you guys test the MIDI or let you hear the test of the MIDI, I'm going to show you what it sounds like before with MIDI, without MIDI, and what it sounds like with MIDI. We're going to go to the sound test. The reason why we're choosing this game is because it has a really good sound test. So this is the default, the X68000 core default sound. And it actually sounds pretty good. This is just the loading music. I'm going to blow past the intro here so we can get to the sound test. Everybody knows this song. We'll start with that one. All right, so that's pretty good there. Now, I'm going to exit out. And I'm going to go in, and this time I'm going to select the MT32 soundtrack. You can already tell the music's a little bit different, a little more profound, much nicer. Okay, I'm going to skip through the intro again this time so we can get to the sound test. And I'll let you hear the same song. And here's a better song here. As you can tell, it sounds really, 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 really nice. All right, I'm going to show you guys how to set one that requires SC55. One of those games that requires SC55 is Daimakinara, and it's a great game, so it's worth going through the tutorial. So for this one, just press and hold your B button there, or A button, depending on whatever you have mapped. Whatever you use for selecting a game, just hold it. Then select Advanced Games Options. Then go to RetroArch Midi, and then go to Midi. Then go ahead and launch the game. You'll get an error message if it didn't work. And if you didn't set up correctly, the settings correctly internally, you'll get some crazy sounds. Okay, just go into Options, where it says Module, select MIDI, and then you can test it by going to the number 3. It is working. And this is what it sounds like. This game is so awesome, so hard, but for some reason you always want to play it. And now you can play it with enhanced sound that really kicks ass. All right, setting up ScummVM is a little bit harder. Well, it's actually not very hard. All you have to do is do a search in Google for sound fonts, Roland sound fonts. If you do a search for Roland sound fonts archives, I'm sure you'll find what you need. Once you have your sound fonts downloaded, you're just going to copy them to your EmuELEC ROMs BIOS directory. I created a folder called sound fonts and just put all my sound fonts in there. Once I do that, you need to go into setup and make sure that all your games are set up in ScummVM. So you do the scan ScummVM games in the setup. Once that's done, you reboot emulation station, and all your games should be showing up like mine do. Now we can go ahead and set up the MIDI side. Go ahead and just launch any game. We're going to do Day of the Tentacle. Just press the start button, whatever you have mapped to the start button, and then go to Return Launcher, and then go to Global Options, and then go to MIDI, and then you're going to select your sound font. So when you click on the sound font, you just browse to Storage, ROMs, BIOS, Sound Fonts, and then select the sound font you want to use. I'm using Sound Canvas SV2. select Use First Available Device for GM device, and then click on MT32. Also select MT32 device, Use First Available, and then for Roland GS device, put a check mark for Enable MT32 mappings. Click Apply, and then OK, and then go ahead and quit. And you'll have an improved soundtrack for your games. Here is Day of the Tentacle. And there you have it. Improved sound on some already great games. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment
I'm
in the
thirsty.
comment section.